Hey guys, welcome back to yet another video, and check out our hero, SupremeSovereign, with his purple equipment. Food, look at that. What is that? Gun rammer. What's the name of that device that makes aiming 10% faster? Well, in this case, 15% faster, I guess. And what is this? I can't remember the name of that. I haven't opened the game in quite some time. Experimental whatever. So, skip to this timeline for those who know the history and you know what these videos are about. If you don't know, I don't have the time, the mood, and the energy to explain it for each and every video. So, you know the history of the channel, kudos to you. You don't know it? Ask. Anyway. So, Object 268, Tier 10, on Malinovka, one of the most camping maps of the game. Is he gonna shake a shot there? No, he is not. Oh boy, that EBR is already in trouble. It's already been 50 seconds and he's almost dead. Lucky they didn't get shot there by so many people. He's going for the dip. He's probably gonna proxy spot that leopard. Our hero is going to waste a shot. And now he's spotted. But thankfully the Object 261 as well as the Batshot are not in a very good position to shoot him. He's covered behind that little hill there. Not 100%, but okay. Shoot the 60 TP and get a bounce because the shot deviated and hit his upper plate, which is the strongest part of the armor in this case. Thankfully, what the hell happened? What happened? What? The shit barn took a shot aiming at someone and he killed the Stridsvan 103B, which was in the back. Someone says, how is my team always so crap? The VZ said that. What was that shot? Was it an accident? I mean, that Stridsvan was invisible. Unless I'm mistaken. Was the Stridsvan spotted? No, he wasn't. Oh, yeah. Ay. Could it be someone who is actually rigging? I don't think so. Paulu, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. The shit barn is in a platoon of 3. The other Stridsvan is not in a platoon. There's a mouse, an I7, and a can opener. And on their side, there's a shit barn, a Stridsvan 103B, and an artillery. No. These are just... I think these are just random platoons that ended up in the same game. I don't think there's any rigging happening in this scenario. In this battle. The VZ who was complaining about his shit team in inverted commas just got taken out. Because, well, c'est la vie. And the VZ is such an idiot that he's such an idiot. Look what he just said. Wait. Let me pause this for a second. Let me pause this for a second. Because I mean, people like that are just a bunch of bunch of what can you say? 29 reports done. Useless team let the enemy take all positions. Obviously 1 versus 29. Yeah. The last time I checked, you only have 10 reports to send per day, so I don't know how you send 29, buddy. If this guy is not using the anonymizer, Mr. Demon_564, well, here's my message to you. You're a moron. If he gets the chance to watch this. Just a frustrated little kid who, wow. Did you see how that shot feathered in and hit the top of the mouse? Anyway, just an angry little kid who is frustrated that he didn't get the DPM game that he was hoping for, so he just writes a little couple of dumb comments and then he leaves. I doubt that this guy is gonna stick around to watch his teammates. He rushed to the hill, he died, okay. Finished. This guy is showing his side. That's probably hit. Probably. We shall see. And we have the super expensive tank on the enemy team, aka the MBT-B, which, by the way, if you have played Armored Warfare, you can get that tank for a small amount of money, I believe. It was part of a bundle, which is probably still available. Probably. I haven't played that game either in a long time, and when I stopped playing it, I was like #1 on the server. I had achieved an amazing rank of what was I called? Emperor, something like that, if I remember correctly. Anyway, I had all the tanks before an update where they introduced 2 or 3 more lines of tanks. Okay, so our hero is trying to find places to shoot. Nice shot there on the E5. Remember, unless you're using Tundra, which we're gonna see in the next part of this replay, it's very hard to know where the enemy is behind cover, whether there's a rock, whether there's bushes, etc., etc. WoT Blitz has fixed this issue, and the last time I checked, WoT Blitz has banned all mods. And due to the fact that there are very few trees, you don't even need these mods. You know, these illegal mods where you remove the vegetation, etc., etc. There is an option within the game where you can remove some part of the grass in sniper mode. But bushes and trees and knockable stuff is not possible unless you are using an illegal mod. Buddy, that mistake cost you. And by the way, now his reload is at 12. Wait, 1270. When you get damaged, you have that perk where your reload goes down by, I believe, is it 2.5% or 5%? I cannot remember. But in this case, it went down to 1276. His actual reload with food, with Brothers in Arms, with purple equipment is at barely above 13 seconds. Which is not bad for a vehicle which has an alpha of 750. 395 pen. I believe this is the second highest penetration in the game. Second to the Jagzilla, which has 420 on the heat, if I remember correctly. Nice shot there, bad shot. Very nice. Score 8-7. Here comes artillery. It was spotted earlier on, so I mean the artillery is trying to guess that it's still there. I don't think you had to use that, buddy, but okay. Okay. Unless one of your crewmen was, I don't know, injured. Was he? I don't remember. And what mission are you doing? Vanguard 7. Fulfill the condition in 2 different vehicles. Have a total damage caused and damage blocked by armor equal to or exceeding 3 times the hit points of your vehicle. These are the new missions for... What is that? The Dravich. Oh, here comes the super expensive buy them to look like a clown vehicles. By giving Wargaming at least 1,600 US dollars or 1,600 euros, something like that. MBTB. Ay, ay, ay. Wargaming. Ay, ay, ay. Uh-oh. That was not good. Ah. I would have hoped that you would have at least done some damage to that guy, or probably even taken him out. But unfortunately... now that you retreat from there, you're not going to be able to spot from behind that bush. Thankfully, that can opener was taken out very quickly. That 60 TP is going to pay now, because he's going to get shit on by both RTs. Actually, wait. No. One RT. The other RT died. At what point? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Let's see. The T92 is right behind him. He's not in a good position. That T92 should relocate and go to at least J0. At least. That's a very, very dangerous location, my friend. Gonna try and hit this guy. No. Wait for him to appear from there. Oh, you don't have the gun depression. Shoot! There you go. There you go. That I-7 decided to YOLO. Unfortunately, that T-92 is doomed. Well, I said he's in a dangerous position. Готов. Πολλές τούρτες, ρε μεγάλε. And unfortunately, he also lost the shit barn. But at least the Leopard took out that super expensive... yeah. Give Wargaming all your money pixel tank. You can also, you know... You can say, oh, I think you're spotted. No! No, you're not spotted? You know why? Because he didn't cross that little... Let me show you. Right there. Right there. Over here, if you would have tried to cross this little gap, you would have gotten spotted. 100%. Luckily for him, he spotted the Kampfpanzer, but he didn't get spotted in return. I don't know what the Leopard is doing. Maybe he's going around to flank the enemy SPG or something? Or what? Trying to cap now would be a very dumb idea. Very dumb. Because he doesn't have any support. Batchat is relocating. He's probably going to go to K2. He's arguably the fastest SPG in the game. Yeah, I mean, look at that thing go. Ooh, wow. Now he's unfortunately out of render range, so we can't even take a look. However, oh, now you're spotted. Now you're spotted, but he bounces, which is good. Kampfpanzer shot you once. He's gonna shoot you again. He's on 158. He bounces. That's a lucky. Unfortunately, the Leopard just died. The Batchat just took out 233 HP from the Kampfpanzer. Kampfpanzer is portable. Very... Oh, Desert Fox, you are amazing, bro. And ironically, the guy you killed is called Chill, bro. He's on a reload. But I believe that the Batchat, by taking out that Kampfpanzer, he changed the course of the battle. They would have probably lost this. Well, this encounter. However, those last two shots, mwah, very nice. Very, very, very nice. Let's see. What is the object going to do now? Monsieur, object 285. 268, excuse me. Version 5. There are 2 minutes left. What are you going to do, monsieur? Mon chéri? Someone is trying to blind fire. Our hero... Buddy, it's 141. You should go and try and... I don't know. I mean, the Stritzvan 103, I don't know what he's doing. He's relocating. Maybe he wants to go around and shoot that object from the side. Remember, there's a shit barn somewhere there, hidden, who is waiting for blind shots. Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is. Nice. Nice. Okay, so... a 3 versus 5 suddenly becomes a 3 versus 2. Nice shot there from the artillery. now you're gonna get spotted because you crossed the... Yep. Nice! Nice. Unfortunately, there's 1 minute left, and the artillery could be all the way back there as the Desert Fox is pinging on the map. So the best... What? Wait! Look where he is! Look where he is, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, he's out of render range. The Batchat... Maybe he has all his 3 shots. Maybe. And what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Come on. Get in render range. Ah! Wait. Maybe we can see this? Maybe. Oops. Oh, wrong direction. What an idiot. Let's see what happened here. My best guess is that they shot each other and then the Batchat took the next shot, killed the arty and killed himself at the same time because it said he was lost in battle. Oh well. Still a victory. So let's watch the modded version client and then let's go and look at the post-game stats. But I believe our hero, wait. He finished the mission. Very nice. Mwah. Bellissima. You guys ready? Let's go. So, target direction. One of... not the most notorious of the cheat mods, but it's still, I mean, yeah, it's still illegal. Things breaking on the map, as you can see, right over there. Let me point with my mouse. You see, the enemies are moving here, breaking stuff. Now, a piece of advice for those of you who have been, well, you admit that this game is full of this crap. When you move around the map, try not to knock down anything. Otherwise, the enemy knows exactly where you are. Very simple. Common sense, right? You don't knock down stuff, even the cheater is helpless. Like, for example, oh, and by the way, look. The Object 261 just appeared on the minimap, right over here. So, if anyone uses the red ball cheat, he knows where he is. You notice the little ping balls, whatever. Little billiard balls appearing in the sky from where the shot took place from the SPG. At some point, the enemy Batchat is gonna die. But I do not remember at what time frame and by whom. Well, let's try and watch it now. Look at that. Would you look at that? We wall hack. Something like the Counter-Strike wall hack where you see the silhouettes behind cover and you know exactly where your enemy is looking, which direction he's going, etc. The Batchat is at B1 and the Object 261 is he just fired from a new location, A4. I'm guessing that the Object 261 kept changing location while the Batchat, he just kept firing from the same position. That's why he got killed earlier on. Interesting. This is interesting because what we can learn from these modded clients is we can catch other potential cheaters. I'm not saying that they are, you know, using these illegal... I'm not saying that they're using these illegal mods. You never know. I mean, the last video where I showed the SU clearly backing up at the final second before our hero with the can opener was about to take a shot, that was an obvious marker reload cheat. Obvious. And, I mean, seriously, people writing in the comment, oh, he did so little damage. Do you think that people who use cheat mods always do super damage? No, they could have very bad games too. And if you know a cheater, ask him, do you get any bad games, or is it always 5,000-6,000 or I don't know 7,000+ damage? Look at this shot. Look. You see that? Nice. Very nice. Okay, so the AMX-50B was the one who destroyed the bat chat 155.58. However, I want to rewind that. I want to see if he was spotted just before he died. Ah, okay, he was spotted. At A3. Yep. Okay. Although we don't have the ability to see the shot because it's outside of render range, I believe it was legitimate. Otherwise, it would have been very suspicious. Shot hit the dirt. Bezachochima? The guy is aiming at... No, actually, he's aiming at the tank, which is in front of you. This guy's showing his side. Hit in the blind, but I don't think it did any damage. Because the shot hit the turret. -7 being a pain in the ass. As we saw from the previous version of the client. This can opener is becoming very cocky. But I believe he's going to get shot now and penetrated. No, not this shot, the next one. Double tap someone. Shooty. Ah. Unlucky. So, now that we can see the Tundra... There you go, that's the shot that I was talking about. Now that we can see the Tundra being used, we are going to check something. Although I know the result, but we're still going to check it together. What is that, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to see where our hero is aiming compared to where he should have been aiming. Is it legitimate or is it suspicious? I believe it's legitimate. Let me give you an example. Right over there. Right over there. Right over there. Pause. If someone had been using the illegal mods, he wouldn't be aiming there. Because in the regular client, he is trying to find that tank, not knowing that he is behind the hill. Behind topography. Did you guys catch that? A cheater would never be aiming there. Never. So, let's continue. Oh, and one more thing. A cheater, after seeing these things being destroyed here and here, he would turn around and prepare to meet the enemy who's going to get spotted, knowing that the enemy is approaching from the hill from the destruction mod. Keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue. A cheater would be aiming at one of those arrows. Switches to regular AP. Last enemy he was looking at probably was the FE 4005 Stage 2, aka the shit barn. He's going to aim at this guy. He's going to get spotted, and he's going to get shot twice. 1, 2, if you remember this. And 3 from the artillery. We know where the artillery is. Well, we know because we're watching the modded client. He's right barely on the border of A4, A5. Towards the left of A5. Middle left. An enemy SPG using the red ball would have taken him out a long time ago. Because, well, that's what cheaters do. They take out the enemy artillery first, so that they would then play and be more relaxed. Knowing that they don't have an enemy to threaten them. There you go. Uh-oh. They just lost their eyes. But in all due fairness, the enemies lost their eyes very early in the game. First minute. And the T-125 just bit the dust. Here comes artillery again. Kind of annoying. Wait. At this point, if I remember correctly, he used the... What did he use? Ah, he used the small repair kit to fix his tracks? Why? Maybe thinking that he might use them again, so he wanted his tracks to be in perfect condition. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, whatever. I usually save my repair kits for emergencies, which, I mean, this should have been the case. But then again, okay, he knows what he's doing. He did get a bit lucky towards the end, especially with a Stridsvan and with the bad shot relocating. But yeah, great. MBT on full health. I believe it's a 3-shot autoloader with a very long reload of like what? 45 seconds? Probably even more. I'm talking about the MBT. Oh man. The MBT that I have in my in my I'm forgetting the name of the game. Oh my god. My MBT is a 1-shot tank premium. I believe it's tier 6 or 7. And it shoots every 7 to 8 seconds, something like that. And it's a very good tank, by the way. Very good premium. But this one here, they made it into a piece of shit. It has almost 0 armor. It shoots, it takes 3 shots once every 50 seconds. And then you're helpless. Oh boy. I remembered. Armored Warfare. How could I forget the name of that game? The other day, I forgot... Wait, I forgot him again. Oh boy. Chuck Norris. He did not get the spotting on this guy. He's gonna YOLO. You can't shoot him. There's no gun depression. Shooty. Artillery was aiming somewhere else. Hit the T-92. The T-92 is about to die. From the shit barn. From the object, excuse me. And this MBT, the MBT took out the shit barn. My mistake. And now it's a 4 versus 4. Good job on the Leopard for taking out that MBT, but unfortunately, he's a 1-shot. And he's spotted. And I believe he's gonna die from the shit barn. This is where he did not get spotted because he did not cross that gap. And you see that opening right over there? See where the laser is aiming now? The Kampfpanzer is trying to play as smart as possible. He knows that that's the only location that he could try and go around and shoot him. Because he's covered from the left. He has the object and the shit barn covering him. Plus, I believe he knows that our hero is a 1-shot for either of those guys. Not for the SPG, of course, but c'est la vie. So, you guys are enjoying these types of videos, aren't you? I mean, I see a huge difference in the number of views from the channel. Back in the day, when I used to upload regular videos, that is not good. That's the only shot that he could actually take. Gonna shoot again. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. One guy is looking at him. So as I was saying, you guys are enjoying these videos because back in the day, my videos used to get like 80 views, 100. If I got lucky, maybe 200, 300. Small channel, only 5.3 thousand subscribers. And we know from experience that most of these channels, at some point, either they're inactive or they just don't have notifications turned on or the bell, you know, the bell icon. So, what are you gonna do? YouTube says that on average, good channels get back between 5 to 10% maximum views compared to the number of subscribers. So, if you have like 100 subscribers, you're only gonna get between 5 and 10 views. The equivalent. Unless you make a viral video and gets like hundreds and thousands and probably even, who knows, hundreds of thousands or even millions of views. I remember when my channel was still quite new and I made the video called The End of WoT, and it went crazy. That video went viral. Wargaming pissed their pants because of videos like that. Because of my video and other content creators. That's when they decided they're not going to move forward with the Crew 2.0. Remember that shitty thing that they wanted to do, where they wanted to give us 12 training orders and everyone was criticizing them? Everyone. Thank God they didn't do that. My alarm is just going off, which means that it's 7:30 p.m. here in Athens, Greece. And this guy is spotted. And he's also stunned. Our hero's gonna grab the opportunity and shoot him right over here. I believe they proxied each other, but we know what's gonna happen. So, yeah. We don't have to watch the rest, but it's quite interesting that that artillery had actually moved, and he was no longer in the A line. He was at the 1 line, 1-2 line. Oh boy. For the love of God, if you do not, I'm going to say it for one more time. If you do not know the history of the channel, I mean, ask before leaving nonsensical comments in the comment section. Like, seriously, I don't have the energy, I don't have the time or the will to respond to everyone. So, whatever. In the meantime, our hero got first class, spotter. What's this? Fire for effect, HOG, high caliber for doing 7,009 damage, 990 basic speed. Second best to the artillery, ladies and gentlemen, with 1,020. Very nice. And he lost credits. 17.6 thousand credits. If he hadn't been running personal reserves, add another 37.2 to that in a loss. That would have been 49.9, around 50,000 credits loss. Wow. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it as well as I did. Catch you on the next one. Have a great, what's today? Wednesday 22nd. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Oh, and don't forget, like the video, share it, subscribe, turn on notifications so you won't miss future videos. See ya.